In this video, I'm going to help you understand the definition of percentile rank, and we won't be focusing too much on the calculations in this video. In this video, I just want you to understand the definition or idea of percentile rank. I want you to understand what the percentile rank tells you, basically. So percentile rank is the percentage of a data set that's equal to or below a certain value. In a set of data, each value has its own percentile rank, and the percentile rank of a certain value is just the percentage of the data set that's equal to or below that value. So in this data set right here, the percentile rank of 5 is 80% because 80% of this data set is equal to or below 5. And I think you can see that in this if you look at this diagram, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 values that are 5 or lower, and there's a total of 5 values, which means that 4 out of 5 values are 5 or lower, which means 80% is 5 or lower, because 4 out of 5 is the same thing as 80%. All you have to do to get the 80% is take 4, divide by 5, and you get 0.8, and 0.8 times 100 equals 80%. So yeah, 80% of this data set is 5 or lower, and only 20% is above 5. And I think I've explained what these X's stand for before, but I'll just give a quick review. So whenever I make an X like this, it's just a number, it's just a data value. So I could have written this out as 5 numbers separated by commas, but I just decided to make X's so that I got the visual look that I was going for. And a percentile rank is a measure of position, and it's a measure of position because it tells you the position of a value within a set of data. The percentile rank of a value tells you if that value is near the left, near the middle, or near the right end or upper end. And that's because the percentile rank is affected by the position of the value. If a value is down at the low end, it's going to have a small percentile rank because very little data is below it. A very small percentage is below it. If a data value is at the high end, it's going to have a big percentile rank because a lot of data is below it. A big percentage is below it. And well, you can see right here that the percentile rank of 6 would be 100 because 100% of the data is 6 or lower. Right? If nothing is above 6, then 100% is 6 or lower, and the percentile rank of 6 in this case is 100. So yeah, that's what I mean. So yeah, the percentile rank tells you the position of a value within a set of data. And before we wrap up, I wanted to give a real life example of percentile rank. I want to give an example of how it's used in the real world. And when I was, when my son was born, and he was a newborn, the doctor told me, or told my wife and I, that his height was at the I believe at the 90th. No, I believe his height had a percentile rank of 90, and his weight had a percentile rank of 2, which meant that that 2% of babies, 2% of newborns have a weight that's either at his weight or less, and 90% of newborns his age have a height that's his height or lower. All that basically means is that he was tall and thin because he was at the low end for weight and at the high end for height. Remember, his weight had a percentile rank of 2, which meant that 2% were at his weight or lower, and his height had a percentile rank of 90, which meant that 90% were his height or lower. Only 10% of newborns are taller than him, which means he was fairly tall for his age. So hopefully that helps you see how this would be used in a real life situation. And just let me know if you have any questions.